Hello everyone and welcome back to Nema Style Yoga. Today I'm coming to you from beautiful Phong in North Vietnam. It's very peaceful here by the river, these beautiful mountains behind me. But today I wanted to bring you a 10-minute video for complete beginners. We are going to do some yoga stretches. So even if you've never practiced yoga before, this is a great place to start. Or even if you're advanced and you just like to do some stretches to add to your daily routine, this is the perfect video for you. If you'd like to join me, grab your mat, get yourself some space, and we can get started. We'll come to the top of the mat. We'll start in a standing position. Feet can be hip-width distance, shoulders back, chest up, pelvis tucked in. Let's take a deep inhale in just to settle into the practice. And exhale, let it go. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. We're going to take our left foot and walk it behind the right, bringing our arms up. We'll take a hold of the left wrist with our right hand and bringing it over to the left side. Keeping our chest open, our shoulders back. You should feel a nice stretch in the left side body, really opening the side body. Deep inhale in to the left side and exhale, release. Stepping back to center and we'll switch sides. Right foot crosses behind the left, arms coming all the way up, taking a hold of the right wrist, as we take it to the left side, keeping the chest open, shoulder back. Deep inhale in to the right side and exhale, letting it go, coming back to center. Feet are hip-width distance. Taking a hold of your hips, we're going to hinge forward in the hips. So keeping your back flat and just finding how far forward you can hinge before you can't go anymore. And it's okay if you can't go as much as I can. That is totally fine. You should feel the stretch in the hamstrings. But we want to make sure that the back is staying flat, the head is aligned with the spine for good energy flow. You can have a small bend in the knees and just see how far down you can go. I like to place my hands on the hips to help kind of guide me here. Taking an inhale in, and as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to let our back fold all the way down. So letting it go, not straight anymore. Hands come down to the mat, knees are bent if you need, or if you'd like to keep your knees straight and you can still touch the mat, that is great. And just taking a few breaths here, letting the upper body hang heavy. Inhale. As we exhale, bending the knees, hands come down to the mat. We're going to step back to a tabletop position. Here we want to have our shoulders over wrists, our hips stacked with our knees, and we'll have a neutral spine to begin with. Head is aligned with the spine for good energy flow, and we'll go to a few cat-cows. Inhale, dropping the belly, opening up the chest and the collarbones, looking up. And exhale, rounding the back, chin comes to chest. Again, inhale, dropping the belly, looking up high, opening up the chest. Exhale, rounding the back, chin comes to chest. One more time in your own timing, flowing with the breath. And when you're ready, we're going to meet back in our neutral spine. So our back is flat. Head is aligned with the spine for good energy flow. We'll send our left leg all the way out and back, pointing the toes, trying to reach your toes as far back as you can, and we'll bring our right arm up. Extending the right fingertips, almost as if you're trying to extend your left toes and your right fingertips away from each other. Inhale in. As we exhale, knee comes to meet the elbow and extending back out. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow and extending back out. We can release the right hand down to the mat and we'll bring the right knee down. Let's repeat this on the other side. Right leg comes all the way up, pointing the toes. And when you're ready, lifting up the left arm trying to draw the left fingertips away from the right toes. Inhale. Exhale. Elbow comes to meet knee and extending back out. Trying to really find length here. Inhale. Exhale. Elbow comes to knee, extending back out. We can release the left hand down and release the right knee down. From here, we're going to come up to a plank, shoulders over wrists, feet hip width distance. And this is the perfect spot to have alignment correctly in our downward dog. So from here, we're going to push all the way up to a downward dog. And it's okay if your heels can't touch the ground. Let's start with our knees bent, bending one knee at a time, trying to walk our heels to the bottom of the mat. This will help you find some length in your hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale, bending both the knees, finding length in the back, and straightening it back out. Inhale, right leg comes all the way up, three-legged dog, keeping our hips squared. Again, it's okay if your heel can't touch the ground. And we'll step the right foot forward between the hands to come down to a low lunge. Your right knee is above the ankle at 90 degrees. You can keep your left toes tucked, your left knee is on the ground, and your hands will come all the way up. So you're really trying to sink in here, sinking into the left hip flexor, letting all your body weight go down. Your right knee is above the ankle at 90 degrees. Inhale. Exhale. We'll come with our hands down to frame the foot as we push back to a half split. So we're going to flex the right toes. And again, we're hinging from the hips. So just like we did in the beginning of class, our back stays flat and we reach our hands forward. If you have some blocks or some pillows, this would be great to use here. Or if you'd like, you can just hold on to your shin. Wherever you can go, that you're feeling the stretch in the hamstring, that's enough. You don't want to overdo it or overpush yourself, so just going to your own limit. Inhale. Exhale. Let's frame the foot, push back to a low lunge, and step back through our downward dog. So we can repeat the same on the other side. Inhale, left leg comes up, three-legged dog, squaring the hips. And as you exhale, stepping it forward between the hands, coming down to a low lunge. Again, hands coming all the way up. Left knee is above the ankle at 90 degrees. Our weight is pushing the right hip flexor down, giving us a nice stretch here on the right side. And keeping the foot, keeping the toes on the mat will help you if you're not as flexible, or you can release if you feel that it's good for you. Inhale. Exhale, pushing the hands back down. We're going to push back to a half split. Flexing the left toes, again, hinging forward at the hips as far as you can, and then finding where is good for you to place your hands. Maybe it's down on the shins, maybe it's even up here. Wherever it is, finding that spot that's comfortable for you. And keeping the head aligned with the spine for good energy flow. Inhale. Exhale, pushing back forward to our low lunge. We'll place the hands down on the mat, pick up the right toes as we step back, downward dog. Bending both the knees, looking forward, and taking as many steps as you need to reach the top of the mat to come to our forward fold. Bending the knees if you need to reach the ground. Feet can be hip width distance or they can be together, whatever is comfortable for you. We'll hold opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands back to the mat, opening up the feet a bit wider than shoulder distance, turning them outward. We'll drop our butt down to our yogi squat. If you can't quite get down here, that's okay. It's okay to have your heels up as well, or using a few pillows underneath you for support. Elbows pushing knees away, hands come to heart center, lengthening the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Hands come behind for support as you come sitting down on the mat, finding a comfortable position for you to sit down, being able to sit up with a tall spine, rolling the shoulders back, chest up. Hands can be placed on the knees. Let's take a deep inhale in. Exhale. Let it go. This time we move. Inhale. Hands come all the way up above our head, meeting Shoulders back, chest up, and exhale. Hands come to heart center. You can thank yourself for coming up, for showing up to this practice, for moving your body, and I will see you next time. Namaste.